fellow booktubers and bloggers. How you guys doing? It's from Soul Unsung, and I just thought I'd check in with you guys and give you a little bit of an update on where I've been and why I haven't um, posted any vlogs lately. I've been a little bit busy. We've had some personal things come up, and so that's kind of bitten into my time. And I'm also working on a collab blog with three other really good friends of mine. It's called Growing Beyond Young Adult, and it's going to be a blog that features a lot of awesome upcoming new adult authors and their books. And we're going to have a lot of fun things like, giveaways, interviews with certain authors, book reviews, features, and it's just going to be a lot of fun. So check back, and once we've got the blog up and running, we're hoping to launch it October 1st. So check back, and I will update this video with a link to the blog so that you guys can come by and check it out. But for now, in the spirit of that, I thought I'd go ahead and do a vlog on my top 5 new adult books to be read this fall, because there's a lot of them that I've been wanting to read, and I don't know if I'm going to be able to get every single one of them read by the end of this year. So I picked out the 5 that I've been wanting to read the most, and here they are. Book number 1 is Wait for You by Jennifer Armentrout. And I don't have to tell you, but I am seriously like one of the biggest fan of Jennifer Armentrout. I absolutely love her Covenant series, and I'm going to start reading her Lux series at the beginning of next year. That is definitely on my list. So I was looking through her list of books, and I noticed that she had a couple of new adult books. One of them was Frigid, but then the other was Wait for You. And when I read the synopsis for it, it just like totally jumped out at me, and I was just like, yeah, I have to read this book now. So anyway, it's pretty much about a girl named Avery, and something traumatic happens in her past on Halloween, and she's pretty much trying to run from whatever it is and escape it. So she ends up meeting this guy, Cam, and she unexpectedly falls in love with him, and things happen, and she's on a journey of self-discovery and love, and later in the book she has to actually deal with her past, and then try to acknowledge it and let go. So it's pretty much a self-discovery, or a self-discovery and learning to let go, and discovering that sometimes things are worth waiting for and experiencing. And that just kind of sort of really resonated with me. So it really made me want to read this book. Other than the fact that Jennifer Armentrout wrote it. I mean, come on, how could you not read this? So book 2 is a book from another one of my favorite authors, Gail Forman, who wrote If I Stay, and I can't even remember the If You Wish You Were Here. I wish I could. I can't remember the name of the companion novel for that one, but I read an e-galley of it before it was released, and just absolutely fell in love with it. So I'm really excited to read Just One Day, especially since Just One Year, the companion novel to this, is coming out pretty soon, and I'm on a blog tour for that one, so I really needed to go ahead and get this one read so that I can read that one when it gets to me. And this is pretty much about self-discovery as well. It's about a girl named Allison who embarks on a journey of self-discovery and true love. She just pretty much wants to break the narrow confines of her life and branch out and experience new things and try new things. And she meets this guy, Willem, and she spends one absolutely wonderful day with him. She, and after that day's over, she can't get him out of her mind, and um, she's always thinking about him and thinking about the new experiences and the various things that she wants to do in her life. So that to me just looked like it was going to be a really great book. I find those kind of stories appealing, so I can't wait to read that. And so the third book is a new adult novel that's been on my Kindle Padfoot for a while now, and I haven't got around to reading it, but I remember a few months ago when I discovered it, I was just like, ooh, when I read the title. Never mind that the cover of the novel is gorgeous, but the title alone is what really drew me in. There is No Light in Darkness by Claire Contreras. I hope I pronounced her name right and didn't butcher it. I apologize if I did. I'm sorry. But again, this is about a girl named Blake who's on a journey to find out about the mysterious and violent death of her parents. And along the way, she has to decide if the truth is worth losing the people that she loves, because again, she's taken in by this family that she becomes close to, and then there's this guy that comes into her life and shakes her world up, and she starts feeling things that she's never felt. And as she's delving into the truth and the mystery of what happened to her parents, some really dark, haunting things come to light, and she's having to reconcile with those things along with how it's going to compound her future. And so it just looks like it's going to be a really great book, and I hope that it's got a lot to offer. I've got some really high hopes for this book, and I just hope I'm not disappointed. So that's on my list. That might possibly be read in October, if not then, November for sure. So be looking for a review and thoughts on that from me, because I will definitely be talking about that. And the fourth book that's on my list is Waiting for You by Shay Stahl. And it's another book that's been on my Kindle Padfoot for a while now, and I've been wanting to read this. I actually wanted to read this over the summer because it looked like a really great summer book, but I didn't get a chance because there were so many other things that was going on. I had broken my leg. There were other review books and various things that had come up over the summer, and I just wasn't able to get to it for whatever reason. So I'm finally going to get to this now, and it's the thing that I love about this book is that it's very reminiscent of one of my favorite books that I've read this year, possibly one of my top favorite books, which is Golden by Jessie Kirby. In that same vein, the main character, Bailey, is just extremely tired of her life being so planned out and being expected to do this and be the all-around dutiful good girl, good daughter, get the great grades, become valedictorian, go off and do whatever's planned for her. Well, she chucks all that out the window when she realizes that sometimes the path that's laid out, pre-planned ahead for you, isn't always the path that you have to take. So she makes this decision, this rash, just incredibly rash, sporadic split decision that changes completely the outlook of her whole future when she decides that she's going to kind of sort of run away with the town rebel, Dylan, who she ends up kind of falling in love with. So that looks like it's going to be a lot of fun to read, and I can't wait for that. And the fifth and final book that I'll be reading in my new adult to be read for the fall is the companion novel to The Coincidence of Callie and Caden. This is The Redemption of Callie and Caden by Jessica Sorensen. And this is pretty much what happens after that, oh my god, that tragic ending of The Coincidence of Callie and Caden. This is pretty much both of them, Callie and Caden, learning to move forward, deal with their demons, and heal from their past traumas and tragedies, and just. And to be honest, I'm kind of nervous going into this one because I have heard like really mixed reviews about it. I've heard that from some that it was really good, and for some that it was not what they expected. It wasn't the greatest novel, that there was more of a mature, or too much of a mature aspect in the intimacy and this and that, and that it was predictable and this and that. And I'm just hoping that it really doesn't disappoint me. But since I read the first one and I really enjoyed it, and the way that that one ended, I really need to go ahead and read this one and find out what happens next. Whether I do or I don't like it, stay tuned. So if you guys have read any of these 5 new adult novels, or you have any new adult novels that you think I should be reading, then leave a comment in the down bar below and let me know. If you have any reviews, also leave the links to that, and I'll be happy to check them out. Thumbs me up, like me, follow me, subscribe, and I'll do the same for you. Yikes. This thing is nearly 12 minutes long. I did not mean for it to be that long. Guys, I'm sorry about the background. I had a curtain that was hanging back there, but for some reason I took it down and was watching it and haven't put it back up, so... And I realize the lighting is crappy, but I'm doing the best that I can, so we're just going to hang for now until I can come up with something later, something better. So, anyway, again, let me know if you guys have read any of these, if you have any suggestions, if you like it, didn't like it. Just share your thoughts below in the down bar comments or whatever. And I will goodbye and check out your channels and your blogs. I'll talk to you soon. Bye, guys.